Heyo, and welcome to Callums Corner. Welcome to a very special challenge video. Right, don't worry, I haven't lost my mind, despite the fact that I may well look like I've been donked headfirst into a giant saucer of man muck. It is actually deep cleansing face mask. I am having a pamper session. Why, you ask yourself? Well, I'll tell you why. Tomorrow morning, when I wake up, I am going to begin a challenge where I am not allowed to wash for the next 7 days. Yeah, I've wanted to do this for ages. I tried to film it before, and recently my boiler broke and I couldn't shower or bath. And after a couple of days of that, I just felt like a totally different person. It totally messes with your mind. And I want to push it to the extreme, because there are people out there who can't shower and bath. There's people living on the street. There's people who can't afford hot water and stuff. I want to find out what that does to your mind. I think it's going to be really difficult. So, yeah, absolutely no showering, no washing at all, not even washing of my hands. It's going to be incredibly difficult. It's going to be a mental challenge. But I thought tonight I would, just make the most of the fact that I can pamper myself. I had a lovely shower earlier. I've got a nice face mask on. I'm going to hope to go to bed feeling and looking absolutely fantastic, because this has got to see me through for the next 7 days. Right, I will see you guys in the morning when the challenge begins in earnest.
Right, let's go over the rules of this challenge. Obviously, number 1, no washing. This includes my hands and all parts of my body. No washing of any kind. Number 2, no cutting of hair, no shaving, no plucking of hair, no hair removal of any kind. And finally, number 3, no use of moisturisers or beauty enhancing creams of any kind. The only exceptions to these rules will be brushing of teeth, which I will allow because my teeth are shot to state anyway. I cannot allow myself to neglect them for a week. And number 2, wiping of anus. Now, some people on my streams do seem to think that this is some kind of cheat and that wiping your bum is a form of washing. I think that speaks more to their low levels of hygiene than anything else. I won't be using water of any kind, but I will allow myself a simple tissue wipe after defecation.
Good morning to you. I am just preparing a coffee of the frothy variety to start my day. Woken up and I'm feeling pretty good. Don't want to kind of toot my own horn or blow my own trumpet or anything, but I feel like I'm looking alright as well, looking good, feeling great. Don't feel like dishevelled or dirty or anything. I mean, yeah, I'd like a shower to fully wake myself up to start the day, but that's fine, that's ideal scenario. Also, I would have liked some water just to have a wash, just wash my face, wash the sleep and the stickiness off my eyes. But again, I can't, and I can deal with that. There's been loads of times in my life where I've not been able to wash my face when I've woken up. I've stayed at my mates' houses and stuff. So what I've done in lieu of a facial wash is just to rub the sleepiness off my eyes. Kind of like a festival shower, if you will. The only other issue to report back is that my eyebrows do feel like they're going a bit crazy, sticking up all over the place when I first looked in the mirror. But again, a little dab of lick, and that's kind of been solved, so I think I'm good to go. I mean, I've got nowhere to go today. I've just got loads of stuff to catch up on. But yeah, I'm going to go about my day in an unself-conscious manner, not feeling dirty at all. Anyway, the real test will come over the next few days, but for now, I'm looking good, feeling great, I feel, and I'll speak to you again later.
Hey, right, it is dead late now. Sorry for lack of bloggage today. I haven't checked it at all, have I? It hasn't really seemed worth it. It's been easy straight today. The only time I've gone out was to the co-op to get some bread and milk, and I didn't feel self-conscious or dirty, like a scruff bag or anything. Just felt normal. Finished my stream a couple of hours ago. That's normally the time when I'd have a bath, have a shower, just to relax after the stress of the stream, wash it all off me and stuff. In lieu of that, I have had to find a different way to relax. I've loaded up Football Manager, a retro database, hence the fact that it's now 12:30 in the morning. Year is 2004. I'm Blackburn Rovers and I'm absolutely smashing the league. It's wonderful. I wish I was actually there. But yeah, that's kind of it, really. I'm going to go to bed now, I think. Well,
I'm not being honest at all there. I'm going to stay up and obsessively play more Football Manager for at least another hour or so. But I'm going to let you guys go to bed now. I'm going to let you guys go. But I'll see you in the morning when, hopefully, I guess the challenge will get a bit more difficult because today's been easy peasy. Right. Good morning to you all. Welcome to day 2. Well, I say good morning to you all. It's like 11:30. I haven't risen very early this morning. I was up super late playing the footy manager. And I've woken up and I've gone back to exactly the same thing. It's so massively addictive, Football Manager, and a retro database. It's just deadly. Been watching episodes of Frasier along with it as well. It's probably not healthy how much I'm enjoying regressing back into the year 2004. Anyway, in terms of the challenge, everything is fine. I feel a little bit grotty, like I definitely like a shower now to freshen myself up, but I've changed my clothes and stuff, and I don't feel like my body's disgusting or anything yet. Anus-wise, like that's probably the worst bit. Obviously, I have performed a biological evacuation, and I've wiped and stuff. But ideally, I would like to be washing down there now, and I definitely like to be washing my hands after wipage. Yeah, but that's where I am. I'm feeling fine, slightly grotty, but nothing major. I don't think I look particularly bad. My eyebrows are going mental again. The biggest issue I have is the addiction to the Football Manager. The reason I chose to do this challenge now is it's a bank holiday this weekend, and I booked off a few days to give myself a little chunk of time off work, and I was going to go up to Luton and Peterborough and do a couple of Third Town reviews, but the way things have worked out, I've got like loads of stuff that I need to catch up on, like computer-wise, email-wise, people to get back to and stuff. And I've got family coming down to the Isle of Wight this weekend because it is a bank holiday. So I had to bin that off. And I thought, well, not working, I can not wash and do the challenge and catch up with everything. But now I'm just not washing and playing loads and loads of Football Manager. So I do need to give my head a wobble and get on with stuff. But I'll just give myself another hour or so on this. Yeah, doing okay, I think. Doing fine. I'll catch up with you later. I've just been procuring myself a coffee of the frothy variety, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. 2 things. Number 1, I am no longer playing Football Manager. I've pulled myself away from the computer now. Rather than playing simulated football, I'm about to watch football. It's a massive, massive day in the Championship. My team, Blackburn Rovers, we could actually be relegated from the Championship today. Don't really. This season has just been like a fever dream nightmare. It's been absolutely horrific, and here we are, having had so many chances where we could have secured safety. And we're bloody playing Leicester as well. I'm hoping the fact they've already secured the title means they're not going to be really at it today, because I'm worried that Birmingham are going to win, and I think Plymouth are going to get at least a draw. If we get relegated and that Birmingham stay up, it will just be an absolute arse. Unimaginable arse. Second thing is, I was tidying my kitchen and stuff, and I really, really want to be able to wash my hands now. I don't know what's got onto it, but it smells slightly sour and vinegary, which is absolutely revolting, isn't it? I'm going to keep rubbing my hands together as I watch the football. 1, I'll be fidgety anyway. It's going to be tense, and 2, I'm hoping to rub off whatever crud to make my hands smell like that. Yeah, it's going to be a tense afternoon, so I'll speak to you later. I don't think I can cope with filming it. It's all going to just be almost too much for me as it is. Oh my God, Birmingham have scored. We're literally, if Leicester score, we're down. Get in! Sammy sodding Smodics. He's done it again. It's what he's done all bloody season. I was getting worried as well, I will admit it. Birmingham have gone 1-0 up and the tension is building and stuff, but no. Up pops our bloody Irish little gem, Lone Star. It was a magnificent goal. I think that's it. I think we're going to be safe. And I think Birmingham, you can eat it. You can eat it, you brummy bloody boggers. Hey, yo. Good evening to you. I finished streaming about half an hour ago. Can you guess what I'm doing? No prizes there. I'm back on the Football Manager. I'm actually physically and mentally addicted to this bloody game at the moment. The retro database is everything. Luckily, I am going out tomorrow. My family's down, so I've got to go see them, which is a good thing. I need pulling away from this game. The only break that I've really taken from it today was to watch the football itself, the real football, watch Blackburn's triumphant survival, and also to cut my grass, which I don't think was a very good idea because it was surprisingly hot this afternoon, and pushing the lawnmower around, I feel quite sweaty, and it's added to my fragrance, which is not overpoweringly pungent or anything yet, but I can definitely smell myself now. The armpit areas, the pubic areas, crack, sack, back, balls, that kind of stuff. It was sweaty earlier. I should have worn shorts. The other thing that's really annoying me is my mouth. Facially, I don't feel too dirty. I'm giving myself a good rub-a-dub job with my hands and stuff, and after I've eaten and stuff, like just rubbing off any bits of food and stuff. But it feels more about what's coming off me. I feel like I've got like dead skin on me and stuff. Like I give myself a good scrub each morning normally. I wash quite, vigorously. And I feel like there's bits of old skin stuck on me and stuff now. I don't like it. My mouth, my lips feel like they've got this gross film all over them. They just need washing. They just need a good scrub. And no matter how many times I rub them with my hands and there's kind of little bits of crud come off, it still doesn't feel properly clean. And it does just transfer it from my mouth to my hands, which I cannot wash, which I then just rub together for the world's least pleasurable rub job. That is my life at the moment. Anyway, I'm not thriving, but I am surviving. I'm going to go to bed. Well, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to play Football Manager for hours and hours, probably into the early hours of the morning. But I'm going to leave you here, and I'll see you again tomorrow for hopefully a bit more of an active day.
Good morning to you. I thought I'd just capture my face pre-coffee consumption and also pre-facial rubbing. I haven't begun the routine to rub the crud off my face. I mean, sleeping is a double-edged sword slightly. I sleep kind of face down, I sleep on my face, and I feel like sleeping and having my face rubbing against the bed, it does kind of like wipe stuff off it. I do wake up feeling relatively clean, like around the cheeks and stuff. My eyes are another matter though. My eyes feel like they massively need washing. Grotesque crud stuck in them, and that's now on my hands, which I'm now wiping on myself. It's the circle of life, the deviant, dirty circle of life. Alright, I'm going to have my coffee, and I'll speak to you later when I feel a bit more human. Ugh. Hey, right, I am in Sandown. My nieces and Eddie are behind in that thing called Skynet. It's not been a good day so far, so the plan had been to go swimming. That's what all my family wanted to do. Obviously, I can't go swimming. That's basically washing. But I didn't have an excuse prepared, and everyone was like hassling me. Oh, why do you want to go swimming? You love swimming, Callum. I should have just said like I had a verruca or athlete's foot or something. I had nothing prepared. So I was just like, no, I can't. I don't want to swim today. Now, Amy keeps saying that I'm on my period. It's really irritating. She's gone off with my mum up into Sandown to go up to the rock shop to try and find some vegan-friendly sweets. I keep saying that it's a cock shop that she really wants, but it's quite futile. She's been winning with the whole period thing. Anyway, this is it. You see it all. It's Sunday. It's miserable. I'm stuck at a bloody park because I can't swim. I'm wearing a cap because my hair is growing irritatingly. It looks unkempt. I don't like it when it starts growing in. I don't know whether the camera picks it up, but my eyebrows are just out of control. They're literally out of control. It looks like spiders' legs are coming out. Yeah, it's not the dirtiness, it's the unkemptness that I'm struggling with.
Right, I am back home again now after what can only be described as a thoroughly irritating day. It was my sister Amy. It was not the time for me to be socialising with her when I'm feeling self-conscious and stuff. She annoyed me in the morning with the whole not going swimming thing. Oh, time of your month, is it, Callum? Time of your month? Having your period? Oh, shut up, you silly slotty sausage. And then, when we went for lunch at the end, for a late lunch and stuff, and I didn't want to eat my chips with my fingers. My fingers are now disgusting, like my fingertips. A thumb, like, it's actually gross. That is ingrained dirt. The stuff under my nails, which I've tried to scrape out. But I can't do anything about the skin. There's literal ingrained dirt, especially on my right hand, my dominant hand. Normally, obviously, I've ordered chips. I love chips. Chips are joyful. It should be a joyful experience eating them, but I didn't want to use my fingers. Like, they're now so disgusting that I don't want to use them on my chips. So I had to use a knife and fork. And then Amy's straight on that, isn't she? Oh, look, Callum's too good to eat chips with his fingers now. He's using his fork. Just shut up. Spoiling the whole experience. It's painful to do it with a bloody knife and fork as it is. I had to lie and say I'd cut the end of my thumb when I was gardening yesterday. I didn't want to get salt on it. Honestly, she's got like a sixth sense. Women have a sixth sense. When you're not feeling at your best, they push home their advantage when you're all vulnerable and stuff. I had to console myself with the thought that, yeah, I'm unwashed for several days, but she's still a vegan. You know what I mean? And several days of not washing, it doesn't overrule a lifetime of gargling with, like, penis, basically, and other genitals. She's not bloody fussy. Like, that much exposure to genitals definitely makes her more unhygienic than me, even if I haven't washed for a few days. It comes to something, though, doesn't it, when you're feeling, like, unhygienic compared to a vegan. Anyway, the most worrying thing is my systems are failing now. All my little coping mechanisms, like my hands, have been amazing these first few days. They've basically taken the place of washing. Stuff in my eye and give it a rub off, like food stuck to my face, just rub-a-dub-dub, scrub. It's almost like a wash. But I'm now at the point where I don't really want to use these fingers, like, especially on my right hand and around my eyes and stuff. Like, the palm of my hand is still good, still feels clean. My little finger still feels decent, but I'm reluctant to use them, and I definitely don't want to eat with them. So, basically, what I'm going to do is get some surgical gloves tomorrow from Tesco's. I should have bought some from work. I didn't think about that. I think I've actually got some in my shed, but since I moved house, everything is in boxes. It'll take me longer to find. It'll be quicker to go to Tesco's than it will be to find something in my bloody shed. So I'm going to Tesco's tomorrow, getting some surgical gloves that I will now use when I am eating. And I'll also use them when I'm wiping my anus. Doing genital, urinating and stuff, because it's disgusting. My hands are getting so disgusting now that I need to start protecting them. So I'm going to get an ample supply of surgical gloves tomorrow. Yeah, it's heating down now. The challenge is really heating. I think it's because I've been out and socialised today. I felt more self-conscious, but yeah, it's difficult. Anyway, I will. I'm gonna chill out for a while. I'm gonna watch some more football, and I will. I'll see you guys later, I guess. Good evening to you. I thought I may as well do a little update before I go to bed. There's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about, and I may as well talk to you, seeing as Lenny isn't talking to me. He's giving me the cold shoulder. My dog is literally sulking over there. He's turned his back on me because I won't let him out in the garden again to see his mouse friend. It's ridiculous. He's befriended this rotund mouse outside. And I don't believe the mouse was fat when Lenny met him. I think he has been sharing. You've been sharing, haven't you? Not even look at me. Sharing his dinner with him. He's been sharing his food, Lenny has, with the mouse. He's befriended him. The other night I went out there and the mouse was there. He was all shocked and stuff, and he tried to run away. It was obscene. It was waddling. Fat little bugger. So I may as well talk to you guys. Basically, I'm not happy. I've just got ready for bed, changed my clothes, which is an absolute must at the moment, seeing as I have my own must about me now, this musty smell. Changed my clothes, getting ready for bed, and I could properly smell myself, especially when I took my jumper and my t-shirt off, like my armpits, they smell sour and sweaty. And putting my comfy trousers on, don't even get me started on that. There is a disgusting phrase that the people who watch my streams have invented to use in there and try and wind me up. It's called scrotal fumage. And that is, much as I don't want to admit it, that is exactly what's going on. Like unwashed scrotum, back sack and crack. These are areas that I wash twice a day, shower every morning, and bath or shower every night. You know what I mean? Paying particular attention to these areas. They get used all the time in your biological evacuation. Disgusting stuff can build up, and it smells. It's horrible, and it feels sensitive down there as well, like the crevices at the top of my thighs, in between my, testicles. It's not a pleasant area. It doesn't smell good down there. Anyway, I've got my pajamas on, and that's where I am, feeling disgusting. Like, facially, it's not so bad. So I want to show you something, actually. That's something I forgot to talk about. Like, facially, I feel greasy. I feel like there's a film on me. The bits at the side of my mouth feel disgusting, little dirt pits. But I've been getting most of it off my face, but now I'm no longer using my hands. I noticed when I was getting changed, like the jumper I wore today, it looks like a toddler's jumper. There's grime and stuff stuck to it, where I've obviously just wiped stuff off my face with my jumper because my hands are too disgusting. I've been rubbing my fingertips together, trying to just rub off a layer of skin to get rid, but even after doing this, you do this, and then you get these little tiny, there you go, little black lines as grime rubs off. I've been doing it for ages, but my thumbs and my fingers, they're just gross. It's just gross. Right.
Good morning to you all. I'm just sitting here taking a full and frank inventory of my status. Just drinking my frothy coffee, basically, and contemplating the choices that have brought me to this point. I don't feel good this morning. We're going to need to have a frank talk. Some of you might not want to listen to this stuff, but it is, unfortunately, one of the realities of not washing for several days. I've had a bowel movement. I've performed a biological evacuation, and it was marred by a matting incident down there. It's not ideal. It needs a full wash. I mean, I'm still wiping, but wiping is not enough alone. And in the spirit of full disclosure, of being honest and frank and stuff, when I did wipe today, I got a bit over enthusiastic. I ended up wiping down my inner thighs as well. The crevices between testicle and leg got a full wipage, which is cheating, basically. That's almost washing. I mean, it needed wiping down. It's been over sweated on. It feels matted. It feels like there is a volcano system beginning to erupt down there. There are little red bits and stuff. But that's not cricket. I've got over enthusiastic with the tissue, and I shouldn't have done that. And it's obviously not going to solve the problem. Yeah, it's slightly better now, but the real area that needs attention is the anus itself, and it needs a good wash. I feel like I'm slightly cleaner than when I went to bed facially, hands and stuff. And actually, I feel like I've been sweating at night, and some of my dirt has rubbed off onto my pillow and onto my blankets and stuff. I feel like they need a wash, but that is probably the closest I'm going to get to cleaning, is the dirt transferring off myself onto my bedding, which isn't ideal. I'm looking at myself and I look like a state. It's not that I look facially dirty, I don't think. I've been rubbing most of it off, although the crevices of my mouth are gross, and I don't like the crevices of my eyes either. But I don't think that my face looks particularly dirty. I just look unkempt, like my eyebrows are just everywhere. Can you see them? Just going crazy. Yeah, and I feel like I've got this little film of dirt upon me. It's not good, but I'm going to put some fresh clothes on. I'm going to try and get myself in a better state of mind, because I've got to go meet up with my family again today. And, hopefully I can get through it. But I do feel like the wheels are falling off a bit now, both mentally and physically. I am struggling.
Good afternoon. Right, I am at the Busy Bees Garden Centre. Apparently it is mandated that every British person should go to a garden centre on a bank holiday Monday. But it's a compromise. I wanted to go over to the big Tesco's to get my surgical gloves, which they didn't have. Well, I don't think they had. The actual pharmacy itself was shut for lunch. I've got to go back over there, but I couldn't find them in the aisles, hoping they do have them in the pharmacy. But yeah, it's a compromise. Mum wanted to go to the garden centre. I don't really know why she wanted to come here. She doesn't grow anything. She's not very good at nurturing stuff. But she's off in there now looking round, as is Amy. She wants to get chili plants, which I guess makes sense because she's a vegan and everything they eat is bland and flavourless. So yeah, you'd want chili, wouldn't you? But yeah, it's raining a little bit, which is kind of a plus for me. I don't know whether it's cheating, but I'm letting it go on my hands a little bit. Might even get some of the grime out of them. Yeah, you see it all. Bank holiday Monday, peeing down with rain, stuck at a garden centre, feeling quite unwashed. Hey up. Right, it is late now. I've been home for hours. I streamed a little while ago and I feel like I should do some kind of update. I don't really feel like being on camera. I feel disgusting. My update is that I stink. That's where I am with it. Like, I've been taking an inventory of the physical toll that it's taken on me since I got home, and it's a heavy price that I've paid. Like, facially, I don't think I look that bad, although my hair is disgustingly unkempt. I want to shave. Not being able to shave my head and my face makes me feel 10 times dirtier anyway. Hand keeps reaching towards where I normally keep my razor. I'd normally shave every single day my hair and stuff, just as I'm sitting at my computer or watching something. It's a nice way to pass the time, and it's been denied to me. That instant fresh feeling is gone. The rest of my face, I don't think looks too bad because I've been rubbing the dirt off with my hands and stuff with my sleeve, but even then, there's places that I can't get and make properly hygienic, like the corners of my mouth. You see that? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. There is some kind of disgusting, scuzzy build-up in the corners of my mouth. The worst thing about this is it's making all the weird little words that people who watch my streams, all the weird words that they invent and make up to wind me up, they're now making sense to me because of this challenge. Like scrotal fumage. Yeah, I've got it, mate. Fleff, yeah, massive build-up of it at the sides of my mouth. It's disgusting. This is what I eat through. This is my mouth. It's meant to be hygienic, and it's got crud building up at the sides. I just need water and a proper wash, a scrub at my face, and that would be okay. But it's not. I can't do that, and it's disgusting. Literal crud building up in the corners of my lips. It's grotesque. Body-wise, it's certainly not better. It's worse, if anything. I can literally smell the sweaty swamp fog just bobbling up from my armpits every time I lift them up. It's disgusting. And clean clothes aren't working anymore like previously when I could smell myself. Last couple of days, I've just changed my T-shirt and it's fine, right? And I can just smell the nice washing smell of the T-shirt, but the stink of my body is now transferring itself to the clothes super quickly. They don't stay fresh for almost any time anymore. Like, I can just smell me. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm not even going to start on my anus. That was horrible this morning. All the sensitive areas are really, really suffering at the moment. Today was crap as well. Like, I had to eat again with a knife and fork, but at least I had the knowledge this time. Like, I don't want to be picking up chips. Right, so I ordered a gammon steak. So, you know, it's normal to be cutting it up and stuff, and I just put the chips on with it. Normally, I'll be dipping them with my fingers and stuff, but it didn't raise any kind of... No one noticed me doing it, basically. I couldn't get surgical gloves. I couldn't find any at Tesco's. I've got a big pair of gardening gloves in the garden centre I was in, though, which I'm now going to use for the disgusting things, like when I go to the bathroom and I have to wipe my anus and stuff. Like, I'll be wearing the gardening gloves to try and maintain the integrity of my hands for as long as possible. My hands, which I was really, really struggling with yesterday, are actually slightly better today. After we went to the garden centre, we went all off for a walk and stuff, and it had been raining. I put my hand on this rail as I was going down some stairs, and my hand got soaking wet, so I rubbed it all off on my trousers, and my hands now feel slightly cleaner than they did yesterday, although there's still gross bits of grime stuck in between the fingerprints and stuff, but that's slightly better. I'm going to try and maintain that state of slightly betterness by using the gardening gloves tomorrow for all my defecation needs and stuff like that. Comes to something, doesn't it, when you're going to have to wipe your own anus wearing a pair of gardening gloves. Questioning this challenge now, whether it was a good idea, but I've come this far, I'm not bloody quitting. Right, I'm going to prepare myself a snack now. I'm going to eat some food and change my clothes, get ready for bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right, hey up and welcome to day 5 of my no washing challenge. Apologies for lack of updates. I haven't vlogged at all this morning. I've just been trying to catch up on some sleep. It was a horrific night last night. It took me ages to get to sleep in the first place. I could smell myself lying in bed. The scent of my own body was off-putting to me. It kept me awake for ages. Eventually, I did fall asleep, only to wake up at 3 o'clock this morning with a crampy tummy. I had a funny tummy. I had an emergency poo situation. That pattern kept on repeating itself until the early hours of this morning. I hit rock bottom at about 5 o'clock this morning. I was, again, having another emergency poo. The birds had started tweeting, welcoming in the morning, and I was sitting on the toilet and wiping my own anus whilst wearing a pair of gardening gloves. It's ridiculous. I mean, what I think has happened is that I poisoned myself, that I'm so filthy that there are so many germs on my hands that I inadvertently touched my mouth or picked up food and eaten it, and the germs have transferred themselves over. My hands are basically like a petri dish at the moment. It's ridiculous. I've managed to sleep a little bit. I don't feel much better. I need to settle my stomach down by eating something. I want a piece of toast. I don't dare use my hands to eat it. So I'm going to go and make myself a piece of toast, and I'm going to eat it using a knife and fork. That's where I am at the moment. This challenge is doing my sodding head in. Right, sorry, I've got dog lick on my bloody face. I just let Lenny out for his last wee of the evening, and he came back and he's given me a bloody thorough licking. I was almost tempted to let him carry on licking my face. It's the closest thing I'm going to get to a shower and cleaning myself, isn't it? Yeah, today's been the worst day I've had in ages. I feel really low. There's something about, not washing, not feeling good, and not working as well. It's a bitter combination. I don't feel useful or productive or like a proper member of society. I just feel like a dirty birdie sitting in my house, wasting the day away. This isn't the way people are meant to live. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I want to be a useful engine, like Thomas the Tank Engine. The Fat Controller would say to them, you're a really useful little engine. And you could see they were made up about it. I'm the same. I like to be useful. I like to do stuff, and sitting around my house all day and stinking, being dirty, doesn't make me feel good. Don't like being dirty anyway. I shower and bath most days. I love to shave my hair off and stuff. Those little things add up to a big difference in the way you feel. It's not carrying on. I've decided to take control of this challenge because it can't carry on like that. I've just noticed the shadow of my head. That looks obscene. Let's move it round there a bit. People give me enough jip about the way my head looks as it is. I'm going to take control of this challenge tomorrow. It was a lovely day today. Why have I wasted it around my house? I've got loads of stuff done that I needed to, but I've just been at home and stinking and stuff, and it was a lovely sunny day. I took Lenny for 2 little walks and stuff, but I could have spent the day out with him, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to take him up onto the downs. I'm going to pack a picnic and stuff and spend the day out in nature, do something good, take control of it, not just sit around. It's not good for your mental state. Yeah, really struggled with it today. I feel lethargic. I don't feel myself. And some of that's probably my muggy tummy. I've spent a lot of the last 24 hours pooing, but, I feel some of it, at least, is down to a mental state. So tomorrow, I'm turning this round a bit. I'm going out for the day. I'm taking Lenny, taking a picnic. Going to have a lovely day's walking and exploring and, hopefully feel a bit better about myself. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Right, good morning and welcome to my penultimate day. You'll have to excuse Lenny in the background. He's hassling me as I drink my frothy coffee. I've told him about my plan today to take him out and he's all excited. He gets this way. It's ridiculous. Calm yourself, Len. I'm going to take you out. So, yeah, I'm sticking to my plan. Well, kind of sticking to it. I need to get out today. I need to be doing something because I feel rubbish. But the weather's nowhere near as nice as it was yesterday. So rather than pack a picnic, I'm going to take him still for a big long walk and stuff. But then head to a pub or something for lunch because I don't think it's nice enough to be sitting out, which is a shame. But yeah, we're going to do it, Len. Don't worry. I'm going to finish my frothy coffee and then we'll be off. Yeah, I'm disgusting. I stink still. It is what it is. But yeah, hopefully we can still have a good day. Hey, right, Lady and I have just jumped off the bus. Decided to get off at a place called God's Hill. It's a nice little village, meant to be haunted actually. Might come here one night for a little investigatory video. Anyway, decided to get off here because there's a really, really nice pub where like Lenny really likes it and stuff. They've got a beer garden and stuff, which I think I'll sit out in. I'm just very self-conscious of the way I smell. I was on the bus and stuff. I mean, I can smell myself. Like my armpits smell like onion now, and occasionally I get a little waft coming up, overpowering. I sprayed myself liberally with aftershave and stuff before I left, but it still seeps through. But I don't think you could smell it if you were like in the same room as me. I think you'd have to be pretty close. I don't know, it just makes you self-conscious. I feel better in the beer garden. Anyway, we're going to have a stomp around and then we're going to head into the beer garden, the pub for lunch. Lovely day actually. Probably could have gone for the picnic thing that I thought about. Never mind, this will be nice. Here's the big dog, very much enjoying his walk. Had to make our way back onto a pathway, it was so muddy. Obviously didn't want to get any more dirty than I already am. Having a very nice time though. It's thirsty work walking. You should always give you a little warning. Take your provisions with you. I've almost finished my full fat Coke already. Luckily I do have another one in my pocket, but yeah, always make sure you're prepared. Right, I'm at the pub now, stopped in for lunch. It is lovely here, look at the bloody garden, it's amazing. That behind me, yeah, that's a maze. Might take Lenny in there later. He's very happy, it's a proper dog-friendly pub here. They got like bowls of water and stuff. Loving life, aren't you, Len? I've just ordered a burger, so yeah, life's looking good. Alright, my burger's arrived. I've managed to scrape out the salad and stuff. It looks good though. Also got myself an extra portion of chips. It's just good preparation. Never give you enough chips. Alright, I'm back home now. That was a really good day. That was just what I needed to get out of the house and do something. It's lovely, isn't it? Spend a day in nature, walking out in the fields, sitting out in a nice pub garden. It was proper nice. The bus home was a real thing. I did feel quite self-conscious on that with my oniony armpits and stuff after a day of walking. But Lenny had got quite wet walking out in the fields and stuff, so he was quite stinky. I think he kind of covered for me. We're a right pair of stinkers together, but I think people just put it down to the stinky dog. It's crazy how self-conscious you feel. Like I feel like I'm not a functioning member of society, almost like I'm separate from the normal clean people and stuff. I feel dead self-conscious, sitting away from people and stuff, and it must massively mess with your head if you have to live like this permanently. If you're homeless, you haven't got access to running water, hot water or something, it must make you feel like you're proper outcast super quick. Yeah. But actually, what I will say, like, that sounds quite negative, all of that, and it is negative. Not being able to wash is horrible, but it does make you recognise like the power of little changes. Like just get myself up and out today. It made me feel so much better than yesterday. And even, not being able to wash, like what a difference that makes. Like get yourself up in the morning, get yourself clean. It's self-care, isn't it? And all these little things can make up like add up to like a big change in the way that you feel. It's always important to remember that when you feel overwhelmed and totally like you can't change anything. Change what you can change. Make some little things, little changes, and it will add up to helping. Yeah. Anyway, I can smell my nether regions, the back sack and crack area. It's because I'm wearing denim, been out walking in denim all day. The smell of my unwashedness seems to permeate into denim really quickly. Get changed in a minute. Also, facially. I feel like facially is probably where I'm best. Like, my hands are disgusting. My body is disgusting. The armpits, the crevices, the tops of my thighs, the gooch area. It's all grotesque. Absolutely grotesque. Facially, I've been rubbing everything off. Like, as soon as I eat, rub any like residue of food off. I've been getting flaky bits in my eyebrows and stuff. I've rubbed all of that off. I don't feel like that's quite as dirty and disgusting. All the sides of my mouth, like rubbing, just won't do that. I need to properly wash that and around the sides of my nose and stuff. But yeah, facially, I'm maybe not quite as bad. It's more unkempt facially, like looking at my eyebrows and stuff. I just need to pluck these spider's legs out of it now. It makes me look totally insane. And the moisture, I normally had moisturise under my eyes. And quite often, well, I mean, every day I'd shave my face and my head and stuff, and I'd shower. And often I give myself a thorough body buttering over my face and head. It just feels dehydrated and flaky. Unkempt and horrible. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to change out these clothes. I'm going to crack on and be a useful engine for the rest of the day and do a few bits that I need to sort out. But I'm sure Hey up and welcome to the final day of my no wash challenge. It cannot come soon enough, the end for me now. It's doing my head in. The mornings especially, I'm really struggling with that. I'm struggling to sleep. I know it shouldn't make a difference, like not washing shouldn't affect your sleep, but it does. I've got a system, a routine at night that involves me having a bath or a shower last thing and going to bed feeling clean and relaxed, and I'm not doing that. I'm lying there feeling dirty and disgusting. It's hard to sleep. I just feel gross. Don't feel like I'm getting good quality sleep. I wake up late in the morning and I'm tired still. It's horrible. And then the morning routine starts, and that's stark as well, sitting there performing a bloody bio-evacuation and then wiping my own bum with my outrigger gardening gloves. It's just dehumanising. It's gross. I feel dirty and disgusting. I feel like facially, I feel sticky and flaky and gross. It's horrible. My armpits are disgusting. My arse area is horrible. It's just a red, sore, volcanic mess, my whole pubic area now. Although I will say my soft trousers seem to hold the smell in better than the Primark soft trousers. It's like they're made for people who don't wash. There's something in the material that keeps it all in, I think. But I just feel gross. I just feel disgusting. It's a dehumanising challenge. I don't feel like I'm part of the human race anymore. I'm not even having a frothy coffee. I'm making a cup of tea. I feel like I need the nurturing nature of a cup of tea. Tea is kindness. Tea is nurturing. And that's what I need this morning. It's very rare that I'll forego a frothy coffee. Yeah. I've even put my Thailand t-shirt on to cheer myself up. It's my favourite t-shirt I got out there, but now all I can think about is how lovely I felt out there, swimming all the time, showering all the time, eating all that fresh fruit and stuff from the lovely smoothies they did. I feel like a world away, a lifetime away. Yeah. I need to get through today, but I'm aware that I don't want to just be lethargic and just sitting around the house. So I'm going to take Lenny out for a big walk again, although I'm not going to get on the bus today. I'm just going to do it locally. I feel too self-conscious to sit on a bus with other people. Try and avoid the rest of humanity today and just walk with my dog. Try and enjoy that. Yeah, I'm going to get changed again and drink my tea, and then I'll set off, I think. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. I had to come back from the dog walk. I've got I've got feces on my hand. I had to collect one of Lenny's drop-ins and my finger's gone through the bloody bag. I haven't got any sodding proper poo bags. I was using a food waste bag and it's gone through. My finger's gone through. It's got feces on it. I've wiped it off as best as I can on the grass, but it's still traces. It's got a hair stuck to it. It's so gross. I can't not wash this off. What am I meant to do? It's poo. What? I can't tolerate just sitting here with feces on my fingers. It's grotesque. It's the rest of the day, and tonight I touched my eye or my mouth or something inadvertently. I've got to wash my hands. It's a failure, but I've got to wash that off of my hands. They were grotesque anyway, but I cannot tolerate having actual feces on my finger. I'm washing my hand. I hold up my hands up and away from me. But I'm failing. I won't wash the rest of me, but I'm going to wash my hands. I've got to wash my hands now. It's too disgusting. What can I do? Hey, good evening. Right, it's late now. I finished streaming a while ago and I felt like I should force myself to do an update. I'm all at sea with the challenge now that I've technically failed it. I can't be arsed with it. Now I've washed my hands. It feels like everything's over. I've been able to touch my eyes again and scrape gook off and stuff without worrying about getting pink eye, but also I'm feeling like, well, you can do that because you failed it really, and it feels like a token gesture that the rest of me's still unwashed, although it is grotesque and I still feel skanky. That the cleaner hands have made a difference, even if it is a failing difference. Yeah, it's out of all the challenges I've done, especially recently, this has been the one that has been the hardest. I think it's totally changed my state of mind. It's like the depression challenge. You just feel gross and not human and lethargic and horrible. Yeah, I was going to stay awake and just shave my head and have a shower at midnight when it was officially over, but I think after today's events, I'm going to wait till morning. I should pay a penance, and then tomorrow we can have like a ritual head shaving and showering and see the difference and stuff, but I feel like I look about 20 years older. Shows what happens when you don't take care of yourself just for a week. Just for a week, you look infinitely worse. Mouth is still gross. Right, I'm gonna obsessively play Football Manager for another hour or two because I'm not having a bath and getting all relaxed, so I may as well play this. I've done like 2 seasons on it this week. It's mad. It's so addictive. Play a little bit more and then eventually go to sleep. But I'll see you guys in the morning when the challenge will be over and I can actually, hopefully, get myself clean and feeling like I did before. Hey, good morning to you all. Right, the challenge is now officially over, but I thought I would make time to have a very quick chat with you before I get myself back into some kind of human shape, you know what I mean? I cannot wait to wash myself, to shave myself, just to take care of myself again. I feel and I look like an unkempt testicle. It's been ridiculous, this challenge. Somewhat conflicting feelings about it. It should just be a moment of unbridled triumph and joy. It's been a really tough challenge. It's messed with my head. It's made me not feel good about myself. I don't feel like I've been able to enjoy life very much this last week, and I've overcome it, and it should just be a joyful moment now, being able to wash and stuff. But it's been tarnished, that feeling. It's been tarnished by yesterday's events. Falling, technically I did fall short at the very last hurdle. I did wash my hands, but I'm not going to dwell on that. I feel like I did what any sane human would have done in that situation. I could not tolerate having feces on my finger for the rest of the day. It would have led to me being ill. So I did have to take safety precautions and wash them. So technically, I guess I did fail the challenge, but I'm still marking it up as a victory. But it's left me with conflicting feelings. Anyway, like I say, I'm not going to dwell on that feeling. I've been waiting for this for so bloody long. I'm going to remove this hair. It's not hair. It's just ridiculous, repugnant, revolting fuzz, isn't it? microphone. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to start with this and I'm going to get progressively shorter until I've removed every single hair on my head, and then I'm going to get in the bloody shower. Yeah, I'll show you the results in a minute. Let's do this. I'm clean. I'm absolutely squeaky shiny clean now. I feel so much better. The showering took bloody ages. The shaving of my head took ages. I guess because it had all grown out. I mean, the showering, it was all a matter of untangling stuff. There were, you probably don't want too much detail, but there were choff knots and stuff that needed freeing. It was a thorough revitalising of my body. It was not a pleasant experience at times, but I do feel so much better now. It's amazing how much time it takes just to maintain this level of ugliness. It's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, I feel squeaky shiny clean and it's lovely. I feel reborn. I guess that does bring us to the end of the challenge. It's been a real struggle, this one. I mean, officially, I have failed it, but I found like my coping mechanism. If it hadn't been for the dog poo, I would have smashed it out of the ballpark. What I will take from it is just how important those little things that you do for yourself are. The self-care, getting out of bed, keeping clean and stuff. It massively alters your frame of mind and stuff. It's been a real struggle, this one. Anyway, it's over now, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like. If you didn't, please do leave a dislike. And yeah, massive thank you if you've made it this far.